Good morning. Got my flu shot this morning. You know, if you're over 65, go get a flu shot. They have a special version of it for us older folks that hopefully will protect us more. Well, I've been trying to figure out how to say what I want to say, but I'm just going to talk and hopefully it'll come out. And I don't want to scare anybody, okay? But there are some things you should know. In the movies, sometimes an actor or actress will be made up to look much, much bigger than they are, like really, really heavyweight and stuff. And the way they do that, of course, is they put on what's called a fat suit. It's a big padded stuffed thing that they put on, and then they put their clothes on over it, and it makes them look really big. And the thing that I wanted to tell you that you may not realize is if you are actually heavy and you lose weight, it's not like the actor or actress taking off that fat suit that is just laying on top of their skin. When you are overweight, the fat is not just right under your skin where you see a lot of it. That fat is all throughout the tissues in your body. It's even squishing some of your organs. For example, people who are extremely overweight can have problems with breathing because, the fat is just kind of squeezing in their lungs. I mean, you get fat deposited everywhere, all inside throughout you. You know what? Think of a piece of steak. This is a good example. You see a lean piece of steak, I don't know my meats too well, but maybe round steak, and it's pretty much red. And then you get something like what's going to be a big juicy ribeye. And what makes it taste so yummy? It's got all that white fat marbled all through it. Well, that's what happens in your body. Not just in your muscles, though, like, a steak is muscle meat from a cow. It happens in all your various organs, and it doesn't let them function completely the way they should. It causes inflammation, and also fat is actually considered the largest organ in your body. It's considered like an organ because it actually secretes stuff. It sends out like hormone kind of things. I don't know the scientific name, but it causes a lot of inflammation, and it influences how your body functions. It stores things also. Stuff can, in women, I know, if you're overweight, you have extra fat, it will store estrogen, and it can affect how your body functions, your emotions, things like that. Anyway, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist in the way that I could speak to this more professionally. But these are all things that you can look up or read or talk to your doctor about. It's information that's readily available. But here's the thing that I want to say. If you are overweight, it's likely that, a lot of people are not super duper overweight where they need to, get one of those riding carts to go around Walmart or something like that. They can still walk. Maybe they even are very active. But it's human nature to think, well, I've been fine all along. Nothing's happened, and you don't think about it. But here's where you need to use your brain, okay? Here's an analogous example. You know that if you eat lots of sweets and you never brush your teeth, that it's kind of likely that you're going to have dental problems, right? Probably going to get cavities, maybe gum problems too, stuff like that. You know that. You don't actually have to have it happen to you. Oh, I went to the dentist, I have a cavity. Oh no, now I need to stop eating sweets. You know before you even, get a cavity or gum problems, you know the effects of not keeping your teeth clean, right? But what about the effects of eating unhealthy foods in unhealthy amounts, too much, too often, too much fat, too much sodium, even too much protein? You can gain weight from eating too much protein. What about that? I know, I'm a health coach, and I've spoken with so many people, some of whom have decided to get healthy with me. Some of whom have said, oh, our TV just broke, and football season's starting, and we really need to get another TV. We can't put any money into getting healthy. I just love my pasta and my bread too much. I can't give that up. I've eaten it my whole life. Or, my husband loves Southern cooking, and that's all he'll eat. I can't change the way I cook. Or, oh, I don't know, we have a vacation planned, and then we're going to remodel the house, and then my daughter is getting married, and it's just, there's so much going on. Talk to me in 8 months, maybe. I just have too much going on right now. Well, here's the thing. It may be football season. You may have a lot going on. Your husband may think that all he can eat is Southern cooking, and so on and so forth. You may have done certain things your whole life a certain way. But think about it. Are you overweight? Is your husband overweight? Are your children overweight? I have a client whose teenage son went on our program to lose weight, and she had said to me, gee, I cook good old Southern home cooking. Well, after he went on the program and she had to change some of her cooking methods, she said, I never knew you could cook this way and it would taste good. And he eats it and the family likes it. I've had several clients say, several women who are on the program. So often it's women that jump on this sort of thing first. I've changed the way I cook, for me, and I cook the same thing for my husband, and maybe I might add in some pasta or rice or bread or potatoes or, something like that. But he likes the food this way. I'm amazed. And do you know what? He's losing weight. Oh, ladies, sometimes it drives me crazy. Men lose weight so easily. Most men do. Anyway, another topic for another time, maybe. I said I didn't want to scare you. Let me go back to what I started to say in the beginning. If you are overweight, it's not just like you're wearing a fat suit, and if you go on a diet, you'll unzip the fat suit and take it off, okay? It is throughout your entire body, in and around every organ and your blood vessels and your brain and everywhere, okay? It's not just going to go away if you ignore it, okay? What's happening is it's like if you stopped brushing your teeth. You may be going along just fine, and then one day something hurts. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Lo and behold, you've got a dental problem that came from not caring for your teeth. Well, it's the same with overweight. But the problem is You know, you can always end up, oh, if worst comes to worst, getting false choppers, right? False teeth. But think about the organs in your body. A lot of those are not replaceable or not very easily replaceable, right? You just have one body. And I know it seems scary to think about making a change, because when something is familiar to us, even if it's not pleasant or not comfortable, the fact that it's familiar is comforting. That's why there are people that stay in abusive relationships, because it's a lot easier to stay with what you know than to venture out into something new and unknown. Seriously. But let me tell you something. On the program that I used to lose weight, and I've been keeping it off for going on 3 years now, you get a health coach that stays with you and helps you through everything. You have a supportive community of like-minded people who are cheering you on, commiserating with you, sharing recipes, just, helping you to stick with it. You have an educational system that not only educates you about your health, but it helps you change your habits so that the habits that got you overweight will be changed into habits that will help you take off the weight and stay healthy and keep the weight off. And we also, for the weight loss part and also the weight gain part, because there are people who go on it to gain weight, like my son-in-law did that. Put on 20 or 30 pounds, looks real good now. Anyway, so we have meal replacements that are very, very healthy for you. And you only stay on them for as long as you need them, and then you transition back to regular food. Look at me. Do I look unhealthy? Do I look thin and drawn and starving and stuff like that? No. I am healthy. I am vital. I'm full of energy. I feel good. I feel comfortable in my own skin. The wonderful thing about this program is it's easy. You have energy while you're following it. You are not hungry, and you learn lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. And the reason that I got on here to say all this is I have friends and I know people who are at that point where they're getting a cavity, but not a tooth thing. They're having heart problems, or they're starting to turn diabetic, or kidney problems, vision, mobility, arthritis, so many different things. They can do something about it. They can do something to help make it better. But the sooner you start, the easier it is to do something about it. It's a lot easier to keep something in good shape and good working order than it is to repair it after it's broken, right? The good thing, though, is that even with your body, even if it's, kind of late and you've got a lot of things going wrong, you can, if you're still alive, where there's life, there's hope, okay? And the thing is that doctors treat disease, okay? You, as a person, as the owner of a body, you have the ability to avoid a lot of diseases by keeping yourself healthy, okay? Now, I guess I've said enough. If you've gotten the message and you'd like to make some changes, or you know somebody who would, please share my video with them. I'm going to post it up on YouTube also so that you can share it more easily. But please take this seriously. Don't wait until you have a wake-up call because you've been taken to the emergency room for a heart attack, or suddenly you're diabetic and you have to go on insulin. I mean, please. I don't want to lose my friends, my neighbors, because of something that they could have done something about. I don't want my grandkids to lose me if it's under my control to be more healthy and vital and stick around to be in their lives. Yeah, if you want to talk some more about this, get in touch with me. I would love to talk with you. You know, whether you go on my program or not, let's talk about it and see what we can do to get you more healthy, okay? Have a good day. It's coffee, not beer.